Magical morning. It's just a phase cup. So I was going to do a very different thing this morning. I was going to do an unboxing because this deck, the Magical Labyrinth movie deck, I ordered last year and it just showed up yesterday. Very excited. But there's more pressing news. So this morning, Buckingham Palace released a very terse announcement that the Queen will not be taking her Royal Majesty, Queen Elizabeth, will not be taking the anticipated trip to Ireland, and she's been ordered to rest for a few days. Now, those of you that follow the royals, recently she was advised by her doctors not to have the gin and tonic or gin cocktail that she has historically had every night. And she just made a public appearance the other day and she had a cane. So she's 95. She's had a unbelievable experience. I think she's quite charming. I have some conspiracy theory friends that say all the royal family are, terrible people. But I think she is a remarkable woman. I think the review of her reign will be extraordinarily favorable. But feels like it's kind of winding down, which is very sad. So we're first going to do a reading for her with the Ethereal Tarot. And then I think we should do what's going to happen in the aftermath. So we're going to take a break from the one direction I was going in. I was doing all these One Direction readings. At request. I will get back to the requests tomorrow, hopefully. Also, let me know if you prefer this view or if you prefer the card view. It doesn't matter one way or the other. If you prefer the card view, I don't have to get up and do my makeup. I do have a little bit of makeup on. I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. So, did a 6-card spread. Nine of Wands. She's guarding what's hers. She's guarding what she's done. She is still at the ready for any battle. Oh, she is a tough lady. And take a sip of coffee. Today's coffee is Mexican coffee. That is a big pot of coffee with a lot of cinnamon, some chili powder, cayenne pepper, and then I make this whipped cream with cacao and powdered sugar. It's fantastic. The Empress, still ruling over her nation and her brood. She is still the mama bear of her family. She's still calling the shots. Good for her. But she is reviewing, and this isn't really a nostalgia card, but she is kind of thinking back on how things went in her family, how she did things, how she could have done things differently. She is looking at what she's done. It's a kind of a life in review. At 95, but I think you're doing that anyway. Still very depressed over losing Philip. With a marriage that long, of course, she is going to be in pieces after that. So still carrying that she's wondering what the future will be. She's wondering what her future will be spiritually, and she's wondering what the future of her country will be. She's wondering who she is leaving this to. She has some questions about who's going to handle things. That is interesting. And she wants firm stability for the royal family and for the monarchy. She does not want to leave without something very solid there. She wants all the doubt that we're seeing right now, and the seeds that have been sowed by others. Oh, that's good. She wants all that doubt eradicated. Very interesting. So, this deck reads fantastically for women. Let's read for Camilla. Do a past, present, future for Camilla. So whenever I do readings for Camilla, I always get that she's not in great health. There's something with her. She's not in great health. She's not in great shape. She's not terribly sick, but she's not in great health. She doesn't feel good a lot of the time, but she has a stiff upper lip and she does what she has to do. Past, Hermit card. I'm going to hold these a little bit closer so y'all can really, really appreciate them. Hermit card, she was biding her time, taking back seat, not being at the front page, not PRing herself to death. She was sitting back and considering what their lives were. Two of Pentacles. This is building the foundation, working together to build that foundation. So this is kind of interesting. And then Nine of Cups. This is Nine of Cups, isn't it? Yes, it is Nine of Cups. This is the wish card. Now, most people would say this wish card says, oh, she gets to be Queen of England. I don't think that's her wish. I don't think she wants to be Queen of England. I don't think she wants that job. And I don't think Charles wants it either. We'll go a little deeper on him in a minute. So let's do Catherine next. We'll get to that other one. So let's get to Catherine. Let's get to Catherine. Future. Oh boy. Okay. So, in the past, Catherine, Ace of Cups. This is creating a foundation. Healthy emotion is what comes through here. She wanted, and this is leaning into her being a mother. Being a mother is of utmost importance to her up until now. Okay, so she really, I mean, to be sure, being a mother is still important to her, but she really wanted to get the beginning right. She wanted to get it right, and she wanted to make sure that the kids were happy and adjusted and just sorted out properly. I think she did it. I think, you know, they seem like they're presenting very, very well. Which brings us to present. The King of Cups. This is in charge of her emotions. Now, we all heard the story, who made who cry, at the bridal fitting. I think that she was very emotional. I think she was very fragile. And I think she has learned to not be that fragile. I mean, ladies that are listening, all of us have had that one kind of caustic girlfriend who, just was toxic. There's no other way to put it. Just would come to the table with drama and neediness, or, was mean, and we've all seen them. I don't think Catherine ever really had an experience quite as significant as the one that she had with her sister-in-law. I don't think that she was pushed into a corner like that. I think she was very surprised at how mean someone could be. So, and again, this is from my other readings, for entertainment purposes only. I think she was very surprised. I'm adding some from my other readings, but I think she was very surprised at how people could behave. Future, a lot of work. She's got to shoulder a lot of work. This is interesting. I'm wondering if they are going to move into the number one spot. I'm just wondering if that's going to happen. Let's do the last one. Do Sophie of Wessex too, but we're gonna skip over Sophie for now. Maybe we should do Princess Anne. Let's do Princess Anne. See what Princess Anne has to say. So, I am wondering if she is going to, I don't know if she's going to take a more public position. So we have the Moon in the past. Again, these are such lovely cards. Then we have Two of Wands. And the Lovers. So, Moon, unknown, hidden. This is all the secrets. The Moon in tarot is not, it's not a great card. It's a little spooky. It's probably like the spookiest of the cards because there's really so much that's unknown in it. It's a little bit unsettling. You should be, peeking in corners and, keeping a light on at night. So, but it is also, peering through the veil and seeing things that are on the other side, taking alternate means into your considerations. So this is using things from the other side. This is definitely using your intuition, going with your gut. If you're just a regular person, go with your gut. So, it's kind of hidden talents that are there, and sitting back and considering and watching and using your powers behind the scenes for her. Moving forward in the future. Well, this is current. Sorry, this is past, present. We're at present. Looking out at the industry. I guarantee you these are conversations that she's having with her mom right now, sitting there trying to figure out what's going to be the best course to save the monarchy. I hate to say save the monarchy because it really doesn't need saving. It's a huge institution. It can't be brought down just by this cancel culture. It just can't. They've already been, knocked down a peg. They're no longer the British Empire. Now it's a family that is a mainstay of the British, the United Kingdom. It's called the United Kingdom. So looking forward, I guarantee you she's having conversations with her mom. She's going to take a more prominent position. Now this works with the Camilla thing. Camilla maybe is getting her wish that she doesn't have to be in the forefront, and she can just quietly be Prince Charles or King Charles, if he's going to be King Charles in a minute. She can just be his wife and not be a royal up front. I don't think the public is going to. She doesn't have the negative reputation that she did initially, but I think that Princess Anne is going to take a much bigger stage, be a much bigger presence on that stage, either behind the scenes. I don't think PR wise she's going to be doing it. I think they're going to use William and Catherine for that, but I think in terms of management, I think Anne is going to be working with Charles. I don't think Charles really wants the job, but we got her one more, can't forget about her. Let's see how Meghan's gonna act. And, oh my God, the cards are going all over the place. And one hit the floor. Oh. Conflict. We're just going to leave that one out on the side. We're still gonna, she's already starting conflict. She's probably already demanding an invitation to the funeral. Oh my God. I'm very big on manners. I really think that good manners are what set us apart from the beast. I was very particular with my kids. We always use cloth napkins at my house. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I think there's, a thing or two. Dropped another card because I'm sloppy shuffling. I think a lot of the problems that we see with people like Meghan Markle are because of poor manners. It's one thing to be ambitious, but it's another thing to be ambitious and rude, or ambitious and uncouth. Said the girl who has a tarot channel on YouTube. Past. Present. Future. This is weird. Okay. It's a little bit weird. So I've got conflict. That popped out. That was a jump out card. In the past, we have Four of Swords. This is holding your ground and peace between the battle. Oh wow, that picture is really cool. It looks like it's kind of moving in there. Spooky. This is peace after the battle. So on the traditional tarot card, before my coffee gets cold, it is a soldier either lying in repose. He's either dead or he's resting. And the traditional Rider-Waite deck, he looks like he's dead. And he looks like he's being laid out in front of an altar in a church. In the Llewellyn deck, it looks like he's resting because the imagery on the wall, whether it's a picture or it's a window, looks like it's a beautiful day outside. I always read the Llewellyn deck as it's he's resting. It's after the battle. He's resting. He's taking his time. The Rider-Waite deck, I sometimes read it as he is a dead soldier. So yeah, it really depends. But this is holding your ground, keeping your mouth shut, not saying anything, and just waiting for your moment. So she's waiting for her moment. Now, I know she hasn't been quiet, but this is quiet on the royal family side. Here we go. Love bomb. There is going to be a hand extended. She is going to say, this is, for all the world. We don't want the relationship to to look bad. There's no way she can go to this funeral. There's no, absolutely no way. It will be a spectacle. It will be terrible. She cannot go. And I'm certain that her and Harry are reaching across the table to William specifically and saying that they need to go, because if they don't, it will be a tremendous spectacle if they don't, but it will be if they go. This, in the future, is the King of Cups. I think she's going to harness in her emotions. I feel like there's an interview coming. I feel like there's another interview coming. I don't know what she'll say, but I feel like she is preparing to do another interview somehow. I don't think Oprah will do it, because that was less than stellar, but I feel like another interview is coming. She's gonna, I mean, she's constantly in the press. Like, there's constantly something coming out of her mouth. But let's see. So let's go into the boys. Okay, let's go to Prince Charles first. Yeah, let's do Charles. We'll do Charles here. We'll do William on the other side. Crack. Charles, William. William's side of the deck feels super, super vibey. All right, so Prince Charles, we're gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 6. Okay, so Charles, looking toward the future. I think Camilla got this too. You can note it in the comments if she did. Was it 3 of Wands? I think it was 3 of Wands. Looking to the future, things are in motion already. Things are happening. Death and taxes will always happen. That could be what we're looking at here. So looking toward the future. This is a dramatic, pain in the ass woman. Now, I don't feel this is Meghan. I don't. It could be. Give me a sec. So one of the things I do CRV too, and controlled remote viewing. And sometimes when you need to access more information, you can touch the card, or in controlled remote viewing, you can touch your notes or your drawing. I don't feel that this is Meghan. I'm not sure who this is. Sorry, I'm not perfect. But I don't feel that this is Meghan. I feel like this is his emotion that's falling out. And then we have separation card, but it's upside down. So this is, for this reading, having this upside down is like a closing of a door. It's letting things be. And then we have the erratic. Remember last couple of readings I talked about the Knights, and this is your charming boyfriend that comes with flowers. This one is the stalker. This is the cutting off. This is the closing of the door on the difficult one. I think he is going to tell Harry, no, you can't come to the funeral. Can't come with your wife. Can't do this. We don't want you here. We have things that we need to do. And he's going to be victorious. He is going to do that. It looks like they're leaving it to Charles to close that door. So, and rightfully so. That's his son. This shouldn't have to be his brother that makes that decision. And it will be a new beginning for the royal family. I feel like there's chaos behind that, but I think they've got a plan in place. William, he is taking over what he needs to do craftily and with a great deal of integrity. There's a lot of integrity here, but he is going to do what he needs to do. You can't call your whole family racist and then expect them to invite you back for Christmas. Again, for entertainment purposes only, just reading the cards here. I'm not making it up. He is going to be closing doors as well, and stopping opportunities. It feels like he is the cork in the bottle. He is going to prevent that from happening. He has lots of stuff going on behind the scenes. It feels like they have layers of plans when it comes to Harry and Meghan. It feels like they have many, many layers and many, many ways that they can negotiate their behaviors or any anticipated behaviors that they're going to do in the future. And he is, like his father, rebuilding. I should have read these together. But we have the dun 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 card. This is just done. Mentally done. Probably with his relationship with Harry. It seems like the issue, intuitively, what I'm getting is that the issue is not how the monarchy is going to move to the next sovereign. It feels like it's how they're going to move on and negotiate the drama from the former colonies. Hermit card. So he is done being quiet. He is done thinking about it. He's putting his foot down now. He's going into action mode. Action. I think we all saw at those of us that watched the Prince Philip funeral, he seemed like he was very icy to his brother. I don't think he's going to be icy anymore. I think he's going to be very definitive, and he's going to have things that he needs to say. So I think they're going to come out of his mouth. So we're going to do one more, and we're just going to see what little Lammy is up to. Harry the bad boy. I historically really liked Harry. Like, I always thought, like, oh wow, he's like very American thinking. But in my other readings, what I get out of him is, like, he's a vacation guy, and he, thought moving to the United States was going to be like being on vacation, and he pretty much thought he was just going to be on vacation all the time. I think Meghan thought that too, and I think she fostered that idea. Like, well, why can't we do that? There's this whole talk about them like setting up a court here. I don't think they have enough. I don't think she has enough friends to set up a court here. I think everything was of opportunity. I don't think she read Machiavelli. I don't think she read that. If she did, she would be making the mistakes that she did. She would have conducted herself a little bit differently. Just for recap, just from my my former readings over the last few years. So I'm of the opinion that Meghan got into the royal family. She, found her way there. Let's put it that way. It wasn't just like a chance happening on the street, or set up, like she said. I think she purposely positioned herself there, again, for entertainment purposes only. But I think she got into the royal family in earnest, and I think she really did think that it was a PR position, and she could get in there, and she could, like any company, like you go to work for a company and you find out the mailroom stinks, you go in there and you reorganize the mailroom. That's what A-type people like us do. So I think she did do that, and I think they explained to her on a few occasions that there was a pecking order, there was a hierarchy, and I don't think she accepted it, and I think she just kept doing what she was doing, and I think she just treated it like it was a company and she could get promoted to a different position. I think she was finally abruptly told to knock it off, and that was when she said they're mean to me because of racism or classism because she was from the United States. Being from the United States and having friends overseas and in England, and having in-laws that live in Scotland, it's a very different culture. Even though we speak the same language, it's a very different culture. I don't think that she anticipated what it was going to be like there. So, I think when she was told definitively, no, you can't behave like this, then she turned tail and she ran and she said, I'm out of here. And I think we all remember that one, she was supposed to have a meeting with the Queen and she just buggered off. Ooh, I said buggered off. So, more coffee. Here we go. Prince Harry. Exoneration card. Hermit card. Three of Wands in reverse. This is plans have failed. Queen of Cups. Star. Empress. So, the Hangman in reverse, and we're going so long on this, I'm so sorry. Hangman upright is consideration, thinking, making up your mind. Hangman in reverse has made up his mind. It's illumination. It's the pieces finally fit. He figured it out. Hermit, isolation, purposeful isolation, pulling away, seeing the light, taking the light with you, and keeping it to yourself, shutting out others. This is neat. Plans have failed. Didn't work out. Now I want to read these three together. So we have Queen of Cups in the future. And then we have this bad mom. This is a bad mom. This is a queen that does not nurture her king. This is really not a good person. But this one is. I wonder if this is Catherine pulling him back in and bringing him back home. Could be very interesting. Let's do past, present, future, and then we're going to wrap it up because it's almost 35 minutes. Past, present, future. Past, he was happy. He was a happy guy. He thought he had the world where he wanted it. Temperance, unbalanced, trying to figure out where he's going to go from here. Two of Wands, finding that path and making a plan. So there we go. So as far as I'm concerned, looks like Queen Elizabeth is hanging in there. She is a tough lady. God bless her. God save the Queen. Camilla, not so interested in getting the top billing. Catherine, moving out of her role primarily as being an excellent mother and possibly moving into something else. Princess Anne, certainly moving into a role of more managerial responsibilities. She's going to take over as head of the mother of the family. Meghan Markle is going to be turning on the sweet stuff, trying to get things back in order. And it looks like Charles and William are both going to be much more definitive and proactive in their behaviors with Harry and telling him that he is out. Now, it does look like from Harry's spread that he may be seeing the light and deciding to come back. I mean, one of the saddest things I think is you see him, he looks so happy when they first get together, and he is just he has a face like thunder. He just looks miserable now. So God bless Queen Elizabeth. I wish her well. I hope she gets a few days of rest and then she's back at it. Some of us will work until the moment we die. I'm one of those people. Like Rolling Stone gathers no moss. So if you're a new watcher, like and subscribe. Sorry the video is long, but hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.